Hello everybody! Step into Hollywood's golden era, where breathtaking and rare photographs reveal the dazzling charm of cinema's iconic stars. Mae West, a trailblazing figure in American cinema, poses with characteristic allure in a studio portrait. Draped in a satin gown and fur stole, Mae West exudes elegance in a promotional photograph. Mae West, celebrated for her bold screen presence, captures attention in a classic Hollywood pose. American film icon Mae West radiates confidence in a timeless studio image. Mae West, a pioneer of Hollywood glamour, showcases her distinctive style in a portrait. In a striking pose, Mae West embodies the essence of early cinematic stardom. Mae West extends festive cheer in a holiday-themed photograph, radiating charm. The quintessential Hollywood star, Mae West, poses with poise in a publicity still. Born Mary Jane West, the actress reclines gracefully in a moment of repose. Mae West holds a cigarette holder, epitomizing sophistication in a candid shot. Peeking from beneath a fur stole, Mae West reveals a glimpse of her iconic allure. Marlene Dietrich, as Madeline in Shanghai Express, wears a Travis Bonton costume, directed by Joseph von Sternberg. Gary Cooper, portraying Tom Brown, tends to chaos caused by Amy Jolly in Morocco. Marlene Dietrich, as Shanghai Lily, strikes a captivating pose in a scene from Shanghai Express. As Conca Perez in The Devil is a Woman, Marlene Dietrich embodies The Temptress, directed by Joseph von Sternberg. Marlene Dietrich, adorned in Travis Banton's designs, poses as Madeline in Shanghai Express. Feathers accentuate Marlene Dietrich's portrayal of Shanghai Lily in a film still. Marlene Dietrich, as Madeline, captivates in a moment from Shanghai Express, styled by Travis Bonton. In a scene from Shanghai Express, Marlene Dietrich embodies the enigmatic Shanghai Lily. Marlene Dietrich, as Marie Culver, shares a scene with Victor McLaglen in Dishonored. Portraying Marie Culver, Marlene Dietrich commands attention in a moment from Dishonored. As Frenchie in Destry Rides Again, Marlene Dietrich shines in a scene directed by George Marshall. Marlene Dietrich, as Frenchie, delivers a memorable performance in Destry Rides Again. Rita Hayworth, as Judy McPherson, appears in Only Angels Have Wings, directed by Howard Hawks. Marlene Dietrich, enveloped in luxurious furs, exudes timeless sophistication. In a Travis Bonton gown, Marlene Dietrich stars in Desire, directed by Frank Borzage. Marlene Dietrich, a luminary of the silver screen, poses with effortless grace. Marlene Dietrich commands the frame in a promotional still for Desire. Rita Hayworth, dancer and actress, poses by a poolside in a moment of leisure. Katharine Hepburn reclines amid a bed of flowers, capturing a serene moment. Tallulah Bankhead, in a silk negligee, promotes Devil and the Deep in a 1932 still. Tallulah Bankhead, a celebrated stage and screen star, poses with poise. Adorned with a wide-brimmed hat and lily, Tallulah Bankhead exudes elegance. Born in Birmingham, Alabama, Tallulah Bankhead began her career at age 15. Tallulah Bankhead, honored with a Drama Critics Circle Award, shines in a portrait. Tallulah Bankhead, star of Hitchcock's Lifeboat, poses in a promotional image. Daughter of a prominent politician, Tallulah Bankhead radiates charisma. In a fur-trimmed gown with manicured nails, Tallulah Bankhead embodies glamour. Tallulah Bankhead, a titan of theater, poses in a moment of quiet elegance. Marlene Dietrich, as Maria Barker in Angel, wears a Travis Bonton design, directed by Ernst Lubitsch. In a scene from Angel, Marlene Dietrich captivates with refined poise. Marlene Dietrich, portraying Maria Barker, shines in a moment from Angel. Dressed in Travis Bonton's creations, Marlene Dietrich stars in Angel. Marlene Dietrich delivers a poised performance in a scene from Angel. In Angel, Marlene Dietrich embodies elegance under Ernst Lubitsch's direction. Marlene Dietrich, as Maria Barker, captivates in a promotional still for Angel. Marlene Dietrich, adorned in Travis Bonton's designs, stars in Angel. In a scene from Angel, Marlene Dietrich exudes timeless sophistication. Mae West, as Ruby Carter, stars in Belle of the 90s, directed by Leo McCarey. In a comedic Western role, Mae West shines as Ruby Carter in a Paramount production. Charles Boyer and Hedy Lamarr share a tender moment in Algiers, directed by John Cromwell. Jean Harlow, a radiant star of the silver screen, poses in a publicity portrait. Katharine Hepburn, fresh from Little Women, radiates poise in a studio shot. Mae West, alongside Cary Grant, stars in the hit comedy I'm No Angel. Jean Harlow engages in exercise, showcasing her vitality in a candid moment. Cary Grant and Mae West share a romantic scene at the piano in I'm No Angel. Marlene Dietrich, born in Berlin, epitomizes cinematic allure in a portrait. In The Devil is a Woman, Marlene Dietrich unmasks at a masquerade ball. Clara Bow, Hit Girl, dazzles in a silver lame dress for No Limit. Mae West, on the set of She Done Him Wrong, embodies her self-written role. Marlene Dietrich performs in a top hat in Der Blaue Engel, directed by Joseph von Sternberg. Berlin-born Marlene Dietrich, an international star, poses with timeless grace. Lillian Harvey, British-German actress, appears as a pin-up in Theatre World magazine. Mae West lifts weights in a playful bedroom scene, showcasing her vibrant persona. Clara Bow, at the Dorchester Hotel in London, radiates charm in a 1932 portrait. Nicoletta Rivabene Valenti Gonzaga poses elegantly in a glamorous setting. A couple sits beside a tranquil brook, engaged in light-hearted conversation. A nurse in a crisp white uniform records notes on a medical chart with focus. A woman fastens a black bra in a private moment within a bathroom setting. Three women in swimsuits pose playfully with a paper umbrella at the beach. A yawning woman in oversized pajamas holds a lit candle in a cozy scene. In silk and lace lingerie, a woman gazes into a handheld mirror in her boudoir. A couple on a beach, seated apart, appears to be in a moment of disagreement. A woman on a desk engages in lively conversation with a man in an office setting. A woman reclines on her side, speaking on the phone with a cigarette holder. A smiling woman in a straw hat sits on a sandy dune, gazing at the camera. A stylish couple leans against a pool wall at a luxurious tropical resort. A woman flirts with two businessmen over coffee and cigars in a restaurant. A blonde woman in shorts and a halter top holds a beach ball on a dune. A woman in a two-piece bathing suit stands confidently on a sunlit beach. A woman in a bathing suit holds her hat against the breeze on a tropical shore. A woman in a sun hat waves from a banister at a Miami Beach vacation hotel. A couple in bathing suits relaxes poolside at a Miami Beach resort. A woman in a bathing suit stands by a man in a director's chair at a tropical hotel. A couple in sun hats sits on a balustrade at a Miami Beach vacation spot. Two women in stylish swimwear pose by a pool in Coral Gables, Florida. A woman in a one-piece bathing suit climbs out of a pool, smiling at the camera. A brunette in sunglasses reclines on a beach, clad in a chic bathing suit. A couple in a convertible car waves cheerfully at the camera. A woman in a stylish hat searches her handbag, dressed in a winter coat and gloves. A woman in a straw hat and print dress smiles warmly in a portrait. A brunette in a striped halter top and espadrilles poses confidently outdoors. A blonde in a bathing suit and large straw hat gazes directly at the camera. Two women in beach attire sit on a rowboat's bow in Havana, Cuba. A brunette leans on a pool ladder, with a motel and palm trees in the background. A woman in a two-piece bathing suit sits on a diving board, wearing a straw hat. A teenage couple unwinds a skein of wool, seated closely on a couch. A woman in a Spanish-style dress with lace sleeves stands on a staircase. A woman in lingerie applies powder to her shoulder with a puff. A businessman leans against a desk, engaging with a secretary taking notes. A man with a golf bag stands beside a woman in a convertible sedan. A woman in a silk satin robe reads a fashion magazine, reclining comfortably. A woman in a one-piece bathing suit sits on the edge of a boat. A woman poses on wooden skis in a bathing suit, holding bamboo ski poles. A couple in bathing suits converses closely on a sunlit beach. A couple embraces in a doorway, the woman in a satin gown, the man in a suit. A woman in a two-piece bathing suit sits on a diving board in Miami, Florida. A woman with ice skates over her shoulder poses in winter attire. A woman in a silk teddy opens a box of hosiery in a private moment. A fashionable woman stands with a horse and two dogs at a country estate. A woman in a striped halter top and straw hat glances over her shoulder. A woman in a printed dress sits thoughtfully on a beach, holding a magazine. A woman in a print dress offers a subtle smile in a head and shoulders portrait. A brunette in a sleeveless formal dress with a corsage poses elegantly. A man in a jacket and tie raises a cup of coffee or tea, smiling at the camera. Two men dine at a club as a woman flirts, smoking a cigar at their table. A brunette takes a bath in a luxurious tub, captured in a private moment. A blonde woman brushes her teeth with toothpaste, smiling at the camera. A blonde washes her face with a washcloth in a bathroom setting. A blonde dries her back with a towel after a bath, gazing at the camera. A blonde in a slip holds a bar of soap, poised in a moment of preparation. Two women in bathing suits pose by a palm tree, showcasing swimwear fashion. A brunette speaks on the telephone, glancing back over her shoulder. A brunette in a striped knit sweater and cap smiles over her shoulder. A couple gazes into the warmth of a fireplace, seated closely together. A teenage couple in bathing suits sunbathes on a sandy beach, chatting happily. A woman in a bathing costume stands by a canoe, gazing across a serene lake. A couple in bathing suits plays in the ocean surf, the woman waving from the man's shoulders. A couple laughs as the man carries the woman through the surf at a Florida beach. A woman watches a man perform a handstand on the sand by the ocean's edge. A blonde with fishing gear and sporting clothes smiles confidently in a portrait. A bride in a white satin gown waves a bouquet, standing amid ferns on a staircase. A blonde dries her face with a Turkish towel after a bath, smiling softly. Raquel Torres, as Sheba Price, shares a scene with Don Alvarado in Red Wagon. Joan Crawford, an Academy Award-winning actress, poses in a 1938 portrait. Heather Angel poses playfully as the Easter Bunny in a basket of eggs. Patricia Burke portrays the prince in a 1939 production of Cinderella at the Coliseum. Two women exchange glances around a beach chair in a German seaside setting. A group of women pose playfully in front of a no-dumping sign in Germany. A woman holds a glass of beer in a classic American pinup pose from the 1930s. Sally Rand, famed for her fan dance, poses in a New York studio portrait. The exotic dancer Sally Rand showcases her artistry in a promotional image. German actress Lily Palmer radiates pose in a 1938 studio portrait. Loretta Young relaxes in her Hollywood garden, captured in a serene moment. John Gilly, a rising star, poses confidently in a 1936 portrait. Greta Nissen, photographed by Sausher, shines in a 1934 promotional still. Phyllis Gilman of the Monte Carlo Follies poses at Grosvenor House. Phyllis Gilman, a Follies performer, radiates charm in a promotional portrait. Marlene Dietrich wields a gun as Frenchie in a scene from Destry Rides Again. William Powell and Jean Harlow share a moment, promoting Reckless in 1932. Jean Harlow radiates glamour in a publicity photograph for her film career. Marlene Dietrich, a timeless icon, poses with understated elegance. Mae West, in a plumed hat, captures the essence of 1930s Hollywood glamour. Marlene Dietrich exudes sophistication in a portrait from the early 1930s. Madeleine Carroll, photographed by Sacha, shines in a 1935 studio portrait. Loretta Young dines with Jimmy Stewart, captured in a Hollywood moment. Ruby Keeler poses amid flowers, showcasing her charm as a dancer and actress. Faye Ray and Irene Dunne chat with Cary Grant at a glamorous Hollywood party. Ruby Keeler, a Canadian-born star, radiates poise in a 1930s portrait. The era's luminaries, from Mae West to Marlene Dietrich, define Hollywood's golden age.